I was hoping I was going to be able to give you good news. I've been using the third phase for exactly 1 month after this. So this is the thickening phase. No results. I would say none. They say it's supposed to take like a year before you would notice anything. And that's definitely the case, at least with me. So I mean, how do you report when you haven't seen any changes? I would even say I probably have continued to lose more. I don't know. I don't know how well you can see in this light. It's especially bad in the direct daylight. Now, as I've talked about it before, I'm in New Mexico, so you can see the light here is really, really harsh. So you can see right through to my shiny scalp. I mean, I can see it in my reflection in my car when I'm getting into it. And it just gives me this like sinking gut feeling. I think I mentioned I had depression when I was 16, and I managed to get through it through a false sense of optimism, I suppose. But now that I'm in my early mid-30s, I know it's ridiculous to be optimistic about anything. So because it's only going downhill faster and faster every year. This is really bad. And I did a little asking around for some money for the surgery. I know some people that I've grown up with they used to be billionaires. They were on the Forbes 400 list before it was the 500. And then they lost a bunch of money at one point. But it's not like they're eating hot dogs. But they did lose like 90% of their wealth anyway. They have 128 acres in just outside of LA. I mean, they're pretty filthy rich. At one point I asked them for help financing a home. They said no. And then I said to them, I hate to ask, but I'm at the edge and I am going to end up killing myself if I don't fix this, and I have no way to do it myself. My acting career isn't going anywhere, and even if I was in a better position, I would not be able to continue under these circumstances. I'm turning down auditions. I just turned one down today, and I can't go on them. I'm like an emotional wreck. I get that gut feeling that I would get when I was a teenager, that just like it makes it to where it hurts to breathe, physically hurt. Not figuratively. It makes it to where it actually hurts. And that's the only way I can describe it to someone who's never had chronic depression. And me, I was medicated for it. I was even hospitalized for it when I was a kid. So I know something about mental health problems. And I'm going through it again. Just with this time, I have no false hopes. So I've been shaving my head, or not shaving, but buzzing. And I'm going to try that again. I don't know. I mean, I've been really, really, really contemplating what I should do about the front, because, I mean, it's getting rid of this shape is like removing who I am. And I can see through my bangs to see the actual shape of my whole scalp. And I not only do I hate that look, but I know from seeing this what my head will look like when I don't have any hair. If I was completely bald and I look like, and there's some guys that look good, okay? Like if you have a broad brow, or you're muscular, or you're always working out, you know, and I do work out, but on my best days, like even after an Indian buffet like I went to today, I weigh 141 pounds. I'm not Vin Diesel, okay? I can't be bald. I have, as an actor, they call it classic features, so I mean, just think of it in terms of like art. You know, modern painting, you could just throw it up on the wall, no frame, it would look great, you know? Changes the whole environment of the room. I'm a more classical type of art, you know? Where, like, if you were to, I'm not saying I'm a Rembrandt or a Monet or whatever, but if you put something that is more classic on the wall, you have to have a frame around it. And this is my frame. And I hate the way it looks without my frame. I can see it. And I look like a big, gigantic, disproportionate thumb without it. And otherwise, I think I'm a good-looking guy. I used to, up until the very end of last year, I was actually really confident. I was never a jerk about it. I never talked about it. I don't even have a photo of my own face on Facebook because I don't like people to, you know, think one way about me based off of how I look. But it gave me the confidence that I needed to do, you know, things that I needed to do in life. You know, I wrote my screenplay last year, which was like an incredible achievement for me, especially considering all my stupid learning disabilities I have. Like people, when I said to them that I wrote a screenplay and they read it and they thought it was great, they could not believe that I wrote that. and I couldn't believe it. I was like, it was the best year of my life, and then it ended. And I think I remember exactly when. I think it was December 17th is when I realized that I was having something funny here. But it wasn't until just before New Year's that I took a shower and I saw what it looked like, and I started immediately thinking that I was going to kill myself. I can see right here. There's so much. The density on this part is so much less than on the sides of my head. I'm constantly buzzing here to keep it in proportion with the lack of thickness on top. You can see this line. It used to be just like a nice shape, a nice round shape, and now there's just this weird lack of density. And as I mentioned, you can see right through to my scalp. And it is so sickening to even like go to bed, you know, and know that it's not going to be better when you wake up, you know. And so I ended up losing more money. And I thought that this family who wrote me a letter on my 30th birthday saying how much they cared about me, I thought they would help me, and they're not going to, which is just unreal. I can't believe it, honestly. So I thought that I had one last resort, and that was to sell my vehicle. And I only have the one. So it was, I don't know how I'm going to show real estate. I don't know how I'm going to drive to auditions. But I looked it up. It's an Escape Hybrid 4x4. I looked it up about 2.5 years ago, and it said on Kelly Blue Book it was like getting around $17,000. I was like, oh, so I still have this thing that I can sell. And I looked it up about 2 months ago again. And Kelly Blue Book's like the high estimate for private sale, $7,500. So that only gets me halfway through my surgery, and I have no cash, none. I'm completely out, and I just got signed up with Obamacare again out here in New Mexico, so I'm going to start therapy tomorrow. But you know, now with Trump in office, who knows if that's going to last. Then again, I do have a pre-existing condition. Anyway, so then I went into CarMax. They told me they would offer me $4,000 for my $46,000 hybrid. So I am completely out of options. I put up that link to my crowdfunding campaign. I'll put it up again here. It's been up for about 4 months or 5 months. It's received $0. You know, I know people have things that they need to worry about, but I mean, if these videos help you at all, please help me. I'm really begging now. I mean, I don't know what to do. I even hate this thing. I've decided I fucking hate it, and I want to get rid of it, but I don't know what's the right answer anymore. I mean, like if I shave my head, what do I even do then? I mean, what's appropriate? I mean, it's cold here in New Mexico. I'm gonna be cold. What about when I go inside? I don't even know if it's appropriate to. Is that okay if I still wear a hat? I mean, I'm 33 years old and I don't even know what's appropriate. Is it okay to wear a beanie inside? Or do you have to take that off and let everyone see, you know, you're bald all the time? I mean, I don't even know if that's okay. I'm certainly not comfortable with it. I'm completely uncomfortable with it. But I don't even know if it's actually socially acceptable to always be wearing a hat inside. And I still have to continue doing this. Can you see this? It's, the light is so bad, but it's just makes me ill. I have had the thickest hair in my life. I never ever thought I would lose my hair. And my dad, who is bald, and we don't share our blood, he's my stepfather, he told me in November, this time last year, he said, you made it into your 30s without losing any hair. You're gonna be lucky, you're not gonna lose it. And then I noticed it a month later. I can't believe it. It's like he jinxed me or something. I mean, I guess that's life. That's the coincidences of life. How did I do this? Okay. So I'm going to try to shave this again. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I just do the whole thing? Because I love having my bangs, but they're just not even bangs anymore. It's just like this. You can see it through it in almost any light, even if it's dark. I can see through it, people can see through it. People are nice enough usually, except for children, you know, to not point and laugh like at how horrible I feel, you know, so thank you people. But then at the same time, I don't know if it's really as bad as I think it is. In other people's minds. So, I don't know, maybe I'll start with this 8, that's a 4, and just work my way around more gradually. I think that's the 8, yeah. But I mean, I really was just thinking for the last several days, and they did feel better for a little while after I'd buzzed it on the sides. And then I also noticed that on this right side, try to look straight in the camera. Can you see? The right side, it sticks out. I don't know. And I always end up having to, right here. It's always more there. And I keep, actually I buzzed this. I buzzed everywhere on here. This was a 2. And then here I did a 1. So, but it's still bigger. Yeah, I don't know what to do. So now I realize also I have a fucked up shaped head. I'm sure most people do, but still, it doesn't make me feel any better. I mean, this is why we have hair to conceal it. I just think it's amazing that these hair transplants are not covered by healthcare, and it is absolutely essential to my health that I get one. And then so also the Propecia that Dr. Mohebi in Los Angeles prescribed to me when I did my consultation. I tried to go pick it up at one point, but I didn't have healthcare yet here. And they told me it was going to be $900 for 30 of them. Obviously I didn't take it. And I went back the other day after I got the healthcare set up. It took a long time. And they told me it was still going to be like $75. So it was like more than $2 a pill. And I can't afford that either. They told me it was going to be free originally when they said it was $90, so I had the healthcare and be free. It's definitely cheaper, but I can't afford $75 every month. I can't. I'm just gonna go. So this is an 8. Woo! Do I hate that? Oh boy, do I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh, you can really see through it now. You know, the last time I buzzed it when my girlfriend did it, if you watched that video, it didn't look as obvious as it does now. So I've definitely lost more. No doubt. That wasn't that long ago either. That was like 3 months ago. It's like, when your genes decide that you're going to lose hair, that's it. That's it. That's the end of it. It's not like a gradual process. I had a thick head of hair last summer. And until not even this time last year did I have even a single indication that I was going to lose any of it. Look at me now. And I really haven't figured out how to do the back yet. Maybe they're using this camera and I could figure out how this... My friend said that it was weird. I don't know, it looks okay to me, but I can't see, of course, so... Ugh. You know, so I also got into real estate, And everyone has their photo on their cards. I can't take a photo. I can't put my old photo up. I hate when people have photos of themselves that are like 10 years old, 15 years old, or worse. I have actually seen some realtors who have like 25-year-old photos on there. And you just think like, are you delusional? And then me, I would put up a photo from 3 years ago and be like, people like, what, were you like 20 when you took this? Like, yeah, I was 20, you fucking asshole. 20. Took that fucking picture 3 years ago. How do I get that part up there? An 8 isn't short enough? Really? Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, this is already so short as is. I don't know what to do. This is terrible. I should have not done the bangs. It's worse. Whatever. Maybe I should do I'm at least going to do the back a little shorter. 7. Do any of you have any opinions of whether to get either FUT or FUE surgery? Because I've heard there's some other YouTuber who, for reasons unknown to me, is getting 180,000 views per video. What's his name? David Demuzio? And that's compared to my like 100. He suggested that on your first surgery you actually get the FUT, which is the one where they cut a strip out of your head, leaving a nasty scar, and use that area for the, the donor hairs, as opposed to getting FUE, which uses individual ones. And he said that using the FUE basically makes it close to impossible to conserve your hairs in your donor area. So if you wanted to have a second or third or fourth surgery, you'd be less likely to be able to do that again. I hate this. I fucking hate this. What's it look like on the side here? Just go right in there. Can you see? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, here's my triangle that I showed you before. That's the triangle. The triangle on the right side is not as bad. It's there now. And I'm losing more on the left than I am on the right. It's strange. Another weird coincidence. I have more chest hair on the left than I have on the right. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Or that's also just a weird coinky dink. There's number 6. I'm sorry, I know this video is boring, but this is what my life is like now. I spend more time in the mirror now than I ever did. Hating myself. Constantly. Nothing I can do about it. I don't know. Maybe let's work on the sides a little bit. I don't know. What do you think? Keep the beard or lose the beard with this kind of thing? I mean, I think it at least gives me that frame, but I hate it. I'm really sick of it. I'm sick of it being there. I'm sick of it always following me around everywhere I go. I'm gonna trim it down. Maybe I'll do... Okay, so let's do the sides and the back again. Where's my 2? I don't even know how to do the mustache. I still haven't figured out how to do it. Oh yeah, my little hairs from my shitty scalp. I've managed to stop getting them stuck in my feet because I've been putting a towel down so that I don't end up finding them in my palms of my feet later on as much. That was literally happening like 4 or 5 times a week for several weeks after I would bust my hair. Yeah. And it sucks. Getting a hair on your foot. Ingrown hair in between your, like, whenever you're taking a step. It's not really ingrown because you didn't grow. Okay, maybe, see, I don't know. I mean, I just go across now, but I feel like this is not what I'm supposed to do. My nose gets in my way when I try to do this. Where's the 1? It seems a little out of proportion now again. I'll just go with 1 all the way down. Yeah. Looks like a beard and more like I looked like I was fucking lazy for a couple of days. What else is annoying about beard, ladies, is when you're washing your face, all of your face wash just gets stuck in there and it ends up going waste. That was one thing I learned. It literally just, you don't get to apply it to any of your skin, so it just literally goes to waste. Look, everything costs more money. Number 2. I really should ask my girlfriend to do this for me, but when I get the impulse to do this, I just like, I can't think about anything else. And I am OCD, so. Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna need help. This is weird. Unless I blend in with like the military guys. I'm certainly saving money on haircuts. Not that I want to be. I need to blend that somehow. How the fuck do I do this? 4, 3. Shit. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. 4. What's weird is like the line that I'm making every time I choose a different little adapter here just becomes prominent in a different area. It never blends. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Yeah, right here, there's like this weird line. What the hell do I do with this? It's not so much on this side. Feels funny. Like it's not retarded. loosening. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I'll try to have my girlfriend fix it later. Oh man. It's in my life now. I think I'll quit acting. This is the only reason I moved here. I don't know what to do. So I thought I should do one more piece with my hair wet. You can show exactly where it is. Hopefully 2 years down the road it'll be nice and thick. If I can live that long. You know, I'm going to the light. Let's see if this makes any difference. Yes, it does. Here's the really bad part. Okay. Wish me luck. And like I said, please chip in and like the videos, even if you don't like them. It helps me. Thanks for watching. Oh, I should be looking there. I'm looking at myself. Hey, okay. Happy holidays. And Merry Christmas. And Happy Hanukkah. And I'll try to make another video before the end of the year, maybe.